Okay. Hey, everybody, it's the old sports editor, Ronnie Gallagher, and we're here for another edition of Rome in the County. Now, we're out here at West Rowan today, and it is cold. The wind is blowing. But they tell me that on Saturday, when they play for the state championship in 3A, it's going to be 55 degrees and sunny. And it's going to be West Rowan and Eastern Alamance. Now, it's going to be a busy Saturday for the Salisbury Post. We're going to have reporters and photographers at Winston-Salem at 11 a.m. to do Davie County's game with Hillside. That's at 11 a.m. Then we're going to be at BB&T Stadium in Winston-Salem for Salisbury when they play Elizabeth City Northeastern. And, of course, Mike London and myself and Paul Hershey will be in Raleigh for West Rowan. West Rowan is going for its third straight state championship, and they're playing the team they beat last year in Eastern Alamance. Eastern Alamance lost 26 seniors, but they're back, and it's going to be a great game. So we're going to go in here and talk to Scott Young and some of the players. So let's go. We're here in your office today, Scott. It's pretty cold out there. Is it going to be cold Saturday?
Well, it's going to be cold at practice today, definitely, and I think it's supposed to warm up a little bit by Saturday, so we should be okay.
Yeah, what was it Tom O'Brien said? He said 55 and sunny.
That's what he said. We'll try to hold him to that. If it's 55 and sunny, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, it will be. Now, we went to the state championship press conference yesterday. Just tell everybody what that's like when you get in there with all those coaches.
That's awesome. That's like Christmas morning for coaches. I mean, it's like little kids waking up, running downstairs, and seeing what's under the tree.
That's right. Now, you're going for your third straight. How different is this year as opposed to the other two, or is it the same?
It's the same this year as it was last year, but from year one to year two, you get a big advantage because you realize what all you have to deal with. Yeah. We're trying to get our sideline passes worked out, our wives' wristbands for the coaches worked out. You try to get all those logistical problems taken care of, even who's riding which bus. Yeah. You get all that stuff nailed down Monday and Tuesday so you can just focus on football from here on out.
Because everybody thinks it's just the usual stuff of just practicing and going to play, but it's not.
No, a lot more comes into the equation. A lot more things you really got to take time and look at because you always want to be respectful and take care of the people who's been with you and been loyal all year long. And, this time of the year you get a lot of people coming out of the woodwork. Can we get this? Can we get that? And you could do that at a home game way easier than you could at a game at NC State. Sure. So there's a lot of problems we got to deal with along the way.
We were laughing at the office about when you beat High Brighton the other night. It reminded us of the Carver game a couple of years ago when you got past them. And there's always that one game like that, isn't it?
It always is. I think it draws a lot of parallels to that Carver game. Carver game in 2008, it was one round earlier. It was the third round. It was Thanksgiving weekend, and we scored on a fake punt. We scored on a reverse pass, even though this reverse pass was a little different this time around, and barely won the game, 3-2, and that's kind of how this game played out.
Are the kids how confident are they? Are they nervous? What's the mindset?
They're apprehensive. They know what's at stake. We're fortunate in the fact that a lot of our kids have been through it. Yeah. So they know what's at stake. They know what we're playing for, and I think we've seen some seriousness out of them so far, and we will continue to see that throughout our week of preparation.
Yeah, I know one thing you were talking to the TV stations yesterday was about people bashed your schedule and thought it wasn't good enough. But now there's two teams in the state finals that you beat. So what's it like having two other teams so close to you in the state championship too?
Oh, I think it's great for our community. I think it's great for the football in the region. I think it's going to earn us more respect throughout the state. And, it really does make our kids look good when two teams we've already played and beaten are playing for state rings themselves.
Well, what time will you be leaving?
Approximately 9:15.
And what's the criteria? What are you doing from 9:15 to 3?
Well, you got to account for about 2 hours and 15 to 2 hours and 20 minutes on the bus. Mm-hmm. You hope you don't have any problems. Eastern Alamance had problems with the bus last year, so you hope you dodge any of those problems. Yeah. Then we'll arrive there. We're going to try to arrive there about an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15 minutes before we can get in the locker room. Mm-hmm. We're planning to check out the Butler, Wake Forest, Rolesville game a little bit, give the kids a chicken sandwich because breakfast should be wearing off by then, and then we're allowed in our locker room at 1 o'clock. We'll go in our locker room at 1 o'clock, and we'll hit the field for warm-ups about 2:05.
Well, there's one question left. What about Eastern Alamance? The coach said they lost 26 seniors, but they're back. They must be pretty good.
They're good. They're good. They can talk about losing 26 seniors all they want. So did we. Yeah. We lost 26 seniors, and like I've said many times, 4 of them were all-state guys and 2 of them were All-Americans. Yeah. So they didn't lose any more than we lost. We were fortunate enough to have more starters returning than them, so I think you got to credit that coaching staff for getting them back to the title game. And the scary thing about that team is they seem to be peaking right now. They're playing their best football right now.
Right. Okay, everybody, that's Scott Young, Westro and everybody go to the game. It's $9 pre-sale and $10 at the gate.
Yeah, they need to come on and buy a ticket and save $1.
All right, Scott Young.